Recruiting 101. I am excited to have you. Cannot see you, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Um, so I'm good to have you guys on right now with me. Uh, just want to make sure people know that we're gonna. Oh, that did not go through to him. So got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I want to welcome those I haven't been on in a while. Kind of took a hiatus just to revamp uh, a little bit of what and learn a little bit of what has transpired over the last few months of the in the recruiting world, and it's been absolutely amazing. The things that have gone on from NILs to uh, the portal having 7,000 uh, you know athletes in it, and the whining between the coaches. So there's been a ton of different things that. Oh wow, excuse me, guys. The whining between the coaches and what has been going on has been amazing. And so, what I'd like to do is, I know there's people that may be watching on. They watch later on YouTube. They may watch later, or maybe watching. Um, they they may be watching later um, on. She doesn't understand. I'm gonna lie. That may be watching on Facebook or what have you. I want to some value points that I want to go over and actually deal with, and that is I want to talk about your why. I want to really deep go into what's going on with a lot of the young people today. Um, in these college choices, I think there's a big disconnect uh, with maybe some of the parents and some of the coaches, but bigger than with the kids, because I'm finding more kids that are um, deciding to either quit. They are telling me, coach, I don't even know if I want to play anymore. Um, for whatever reason it may be, they're saying I don't want to do it because really they don't have a why. And my question to a lot of people is, have we taken the love of the game out of the game? I think that's what Deion Sanders was talking about on last week when he spoke so candidly about when you pay players, you take away a desire and a hunger that players have to play the game. And I don't think sometimes until you go back in your life and you look and go, I appreciate riding the bus. I appreciate the struggles that I'm going because they've made me the person that I am. So I want to ask the young athletes um, who may watch later on in from an athletic perspective. What's your why? One of the biggest thing is that why I'm asking that is that yeah, culturally sometimes kids have different whys. They got to get out of the hood. It's the only way they're going to go to college. It's the only way that they're going to get an opportunity to play at the or to get their degree. But I think that is the biggest thing that we have lost sight in is that we are not remembering our reason and goal for going to college is to learn how to network and become the best networkers and get the degree that we want and go to get and get the degree and go into the career that we can wake up and smile and be happy that we do that job every day. Problem we have with a lot of our student athletes today is that they have their plan B is their plan A, and they think their plan A is it is really their plan B. And what I mean by that is that when we start talking about plan A, oh, I talk to kids every day. It's oh, I'm going to the NFL, and if I don't do that, I'm gonna um if I don't go to the NFL, I'm gonna go and be a fireman. No, you're gonna be a fireman, and if you happen to go to NFL, guess what? You're still gonna be a fireman. You may be a fireman still, or I'm going to be a doctor, but I'm going to leave first, and yeah, it's we've got the cart before the horse before the cart before the horse. My grandmother could say, or my father could say, you put the cart before the horse. We have to put things in its right perspective, and that's why numbers are so important when you're talking to your kids. That's why giving them a broader view of recruiting is better when you're talking to your children because um, we don't they don't understand. They don't understand, that yes, this is the detriment. When we only watch NAIA football, when we only watch Division 1 football, we can't appreciate college football on the NAIA level. Well, we can't appreciate Division 2 because we don't watch Division 2 football unless we have to. We watch Pac-12 football and SEC football and all these other Mountain West football because it's right here, it's glorified. But some of these other things that are not glorified, our kids don't want. And so I've come on a number of times and tried to explain to you the numbers. I had a young athlete in my house tell me I don't want to go to Kansas. I don't want to go that far. I believe that I'm a Division 1 player. I believe you are too, son. But financially, this is better for your family. But I don't want to stop your dream. I'm stopping your dream by not taking out loans for you to go play at the next level. So there's a lot of things that we have to deal with as parents, um, and then go and come back and and really just have to explain it to our kids in hindsight what it really actually means. So today I want to know, are you asking your kid it's his why? And I put in the feed, one kid said, "Hey, school's too far." But if the school was Division 1, it would be the same distance. So we find that the school is not too far. The school doesn't have the value being Division 1 for the kid, and the kid doesn't understand that there's five D1 schools in that same area that didn't recruit you. There's five in your area that didn't recruit you. And because of that, now you're where you are and you're going to take another role. Now, I was telling a good friend of mine, Keith Woodward's this, and I want to share this with you guys. Um, I was sharing with him that I've seen the cycle of JC. I know what's going to happen and the percentages of kids that are going to quit. And I want parents to understand this and look at it. The percentage of kids that are going to quit now after you have gone through 6-year-old flag football all the way to 18-year-old tackle high school football to get to college and go, I'm going to turn down $35,000 a year of a $40,000 scholarship because it's not Division 1 and it's not full ride. Then my why is he's going to go to JC. And what happens with JC, and I want to tell every kid that is going to junior college football, the junior college, community college football programs, I love the coaches. They do a great job at Bakersfield and Elko and College of the Canes and College of Sequoias, where I have great friends and coaches that coach. But at the same time, they are now competing against a transfer portal that it is 3 times harder to come out of junior college than it is to come out of just regular high school. It's just as hard or harder. It's not the old so dad who's running around going, "Well, I did it," and, yeah, that was 35, 40 years ago. It doesn't happen that way. Go look at the numbers. If I have 7,000 guys to be able to pull from a transfer portal of the NCAA of players that have went out of high school and played 2 years or a year and a half, 3 years at Michigan and UCLA. I am not coming to College of the Canyons. I'm not coming to BC to get that kid over a kid I can get out of it just doesn't happen. That's what's happening. And I want the high school student athlete to understand that junior college football is college football. There are factors that you don't factor in. You don't factor in the dude that, I love telling Derek Holmes' story, who was a Division I athlete who just, things didn't work out with in the classroom for him and other things he was doing in his life. And he did those for 2 years and then decided, you know what, I'm gonna go to JC. And now he's not 19, he's 20 turning 21, a phenomenal athlete, has his man strength, and now he's showing up and you're 18 years old, turning 19, and you have to try to get a starting position over this dude who been hustling, who's strong, who's got some man strength and and a phenomenal athlete. You don't factor him in because kids factor in, oh, I know he's going there, he's going better than him, and he going there, and I'll bet I made all league. He didn't even make all league, and I know him, and I'm better than him. And when they get there, it's some people that you don't even understand there. Then you got the out of state guy that shows up. And now you're competing just like you're competing at a Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA school. It's college football. And what happens is you have 5 years, mom and dad, to play four. And if you take 12 units, that clock starts of that 5 years. You take 12 units and you don't play, clock's going. You hurry up and drop a class and you say, you know what, I'm a gray shirt. My clock's not going to start. I'm going to take 11 units. I'm going to take 9 units. Forget it. Cool. That's 1 year that goes by. Your clock didn't start. Come back the next year, take 12 units. The clock starts. Still got to factor in that other class. And each year you do that, there's another high school class graduating of top 150 athletes that are coming out of high school. That in 2 years, you're putting yourself with the class of 2025 or 2026. And so when you're watching the 24/7 sports and the rivals, the top wide receiver that's coming out of high school, he's got all the D1s that you think you were going to get because you went 2 years to JC. He getting them offers in high school now. And you didn't realize that prior to him getting those offers, there's another group that went into the transfer portal. And so now that group in the transfer portal and that group that's getting offers, you're in that same group again now as the JC guy. And hopefully you're bigger, stronger, faster, you've matured, and you have all 60 of your units to get your AA because when they come around after the first semester, or second semester of football and we're in December, they're gonna go, who's ready to leave in January, coach? I need a guy that can step in and play right now. I'm ready. I'm ready. And 90% of the guys aren't ready. Because guess what? They played JC football. They at the house with moms. There's no recording from the high school saying you missed class. There's no recording or coach calling going, hey, I didn't see him. Nobody's doing that anymore. You took 12, you took 15, you passed 8 units. Here's the story. We passed 8 or 9 units. I got to take something in the summer. Coach, I'll be ready in January. No, we need a guy right now. I mean, I'll be ready in July. We need a guy right now. Sorry. I'm going. Oh, we got it. We got to go. And what ends up usually happening is either guys quit or they don't have enough units or they have enough units to go to the NAIA school that's going to take 12 credit hours, 2 semesters with a C, and you can get out of here and you can go play. You can get your degree. What am I saying? What is your why? What is your why? Your why is what's going to drive you. Your why is gonna say, I can go play at Friends, I can go play at Lewis and Clark, I can go play at Bethel, I can go play wherever. If it's meant for me to play at the next level, I'm gonna get there. The other one is if I like football and I don't love it, I'm gonna quit anyway. I gotta love this more than I like it. And getting out running for a coach in the heat in Bakersfield or the cold in Chicago or Illinois or Texas or Kansas, there's got to be a love there. Because if it ain't a love there, you ain't gonna stick it out. So your why has to have love connected to it. Your why and your reason for going and playing and get in that classroom your why has to be bigger than just football. Truly, I want to say congrats to Asani Rufus. No one can probably tell his story better than him. But I would say to Asani, I would bet if I asked him what his goal was, he'd say to go to the NFL, and he's in the NFL. Is it in the capacity that he saw? Probably not, but he's in the NFL. Go look him up. Tag him on Twitter. Ask him his story. I think his story is phenomenal. Sonny Rufus played at Bakersfield High School. He played quarterback. He won a state championship. Went to Nevada, played, did really well. Mountain West, all Mountain West guy. Got his degree. Broke his leg, hurt his foot. Every time I talked to him, he'd always have have this injury, so to speak. But he was always fighting back, always doing what he needed to do. Things didn't go his way. Pro day was all right. Didn't get drafted. Wasn't gonna chase. So I'm gonna be a GA. I don't think he was a GA 6 months at Nevada. Went from Nevada. The coach that recruited him out of high school was at Notre Dame. Said, "Come here, be quality control." He goes there a year and a half, 2 years at Notre Dame. Quality control. From there, another coach says, "Man, come over here with me. I'm going to Vanderbilt. Make you a little bit more money. I know you want to get on the field and coach. Come on." Goes to Vanderbilt. Same coach from Notre Dame. Finally, they get the job at LSU. They call him from Vanderbilt and said, "Hey, we want you here at LSU with us." Keeps bouncing. 2, 3, 4 years, maybe four, if that. He doesn't even make it to LSU. San Francisco 49ers. Just watch you, man. Know who you are. Got a job for you. He doesn't even work at LSU one day. He's over at the 49ers right now. He made it to the NFL because his why was bigger than just football. Go look him up. Go to my page. We'll talk with him. Great dude. What I want to leave with you parents and leave with you kids today. I always say write out a path, have a plan. Find out what your why is. What is your why? If your why is only has to do with D1 and so everybody can know that I play D1, it won't last. There's a whole lot of dudes in the portal right now that went D1 to big name schools that transferred to other schools. And at the end of the day, if they got their heads on straight right now, what matters is what? I gotta get this degree and I got a network. And I want to wake up every day doing a job that I love and not going to a job that I hate or not even doing a job. There is a difference. I want to go into a career that I love, that has a path that'll take me far greater than I could ever think of. Because a job is just what it stands for. They say just over broke. So I don't want a job. I want a career. Use football, use baseball, use soccer, whoever you are, as the tool. And at whatever level that is, if somebody is giving your parents some money for you to go to school, it is your first contract, it's your first NIL deal, it's whatever you want to call it. It is what is going to help pay for you to get to the next level. Parents, to my mentor brothers, we got to mentor better. We spend more time with them at 7 on 7 in the bus, in the vans, talking about a lot of stuff that don't matter. Let's grab these young men and tell them what matters. Learn how to articulate who you are and what you are and where you want to go, what you want to do. What is that you want, man? I know you want to go to the league, but the percentages of you doing that, they slim and none. You might make it, but what you want to do from there? Here's the secret. What do you want to give? My why is giving. You might say, look at this weirdo. This dude is sitting over here. Yeah, I've created this platform for myself. I'm gonna get on, and whoever listens gonna listen. I preach the gospel. This is what I do. This is what God has given me to share, to give back information. That's what I'm gonna do. If it's 4 people, if it's 40 people, if it's 400, if it's 4,000, if it's 4 million, it's coming. It's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be it's my passion. What are you passionate about? It's got to be more than the game. It's got to be more than just playing so you can buy mama a house. It's got to be more than a little bit more than that so it can last. Got it? Just want to encourage you today through Recruiting 101, man. What's your why? Think about it. To young men, young women that go, man, why do I want this? What do I want it for? What's the big picture down the line? All right. It's your boy, your nephew, your friend, your brother, for some of y'all, your pastor. I'm out, man. I hope I helped somebody.